Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Can you see that if we don't continue to progress, we will lose this fight? Can you see the bodies hanging from reinvented nooses in the form of polluted water, liquor stores on every corner, prisons built more than schools, antiquated education and programming, an agenda to push an unhealthy living and bad behavior, a social norm that embodies poor quality of life? We've grown so used to strife. Can you see? We're being killed at 5 times the rates of others, bullets protected by badges, persecuting the unarmed, and they don't just pierce brothers, but sisters and children, most whose names go unmentioned, like Betty Jones, Tierra Thomas, Sandra Lever, India Garner, Nuna LaRoche. The list goes on, yet you expect me to believe this is coincidence without intention. Yet so proudly we held on to principalities of forefathers who owned slaves, whose broad stripes and bright stars through perilous fight fought oppression only then to become the oppressor, who wage war in self-interest only to leave death, debt, and destruction. Broken soldiers in long lines at the VA, fighting the demons of horrific memories, begging for change. Their former bosses made no plans for their mental reconstruction. Oh, ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming images of self-hate, self-destruction, degradation, in the name of entertainment, seeping into our subconscious. Media is simply a form of mental manipulation, signing million-dollar contracts, but we have no funds to allocate to reform, education, transformation, the rebirth of our nation, the way it should have been, demasculating our men, broken foundation of our families, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air like the flames that engulf the Black Wall Street. Our culture and true nature of our origins made ash, but alas, the sweat of our brow, strength of our bodies, blood from our veins, works unpaid, building and making great this country, gave proof through the centuries that our flag was still there mocking us, insistent that I be patriotic, thankful for freedoms that I'm still fighting for. When will I simply be American? You rob me of my history, yet insist I prefix it with African. I know nothing of that land, other than apartheid, genocide, famine, war, and diamonds. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner get waved? For those that choose not to blindly ignore the inconsistencies and injustices of a system meant to modernly enslave. Not focused with the plight of those already resting in a grave, rather those of today. For although we have embraced certain changes, the current state of most of our communities is disarrayed. We must march on with hope, carrying dreams of kings, forcing the Constitution to carry out a meaning far greater than its writer's intentions, including all that the greed and bias of their hearts forgot to mention, where this country will truly become the land of the free and the home of the brave, giving all pride and pledging allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, the America where pilgrimages were made in hopes of developing a great nation, a nation formed by multitudes of people from all around the world, seeking to form a new republic for which it stands to be one nation under God, who is love, acceptance, peace, joy, and good beyond our comprehension, indivisible, not by race, sex, class, economic standing, religion, or background, maintaining our freedoms, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from want, freedom from fear, waiting for my country to stand for me. I sit patiently with hopes of liberty and justice for all.